Hi everyone! It's us. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Sorry. I need to move this a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to show the records that we shown Monday night. Sorry for the movement of the camera. And tell you what we thought. So here we go. The first thing that I listened to was
Nice cat. Nice cat. Don't do that.
Why? Was Action Jackson.
That was the first thing you listened to?
Yeah, that's the first thing I listened to.
When you were eating breakfast?
No, when the first record I played Monday.
When you were eating breakfast?
No! Good Lord. I actually didn't really like this record that well. It's got Vanity on it, and I love Vanity, so I am going to keep it just for that matter of fact. But all the other things that's on here, it's got some good artists on here, but the songs that they included in here, I don't know, I don't like it. So, that's what I listened to. It's got Madam X, and Pointed Sisters, and Levert, Vanity.
Madam X?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. What's the song?
Action Jackson.
Okay.
Dave Koz, Sister Sledge. I mean, all really good artists, and I do like music from those artists, but I don't know, they just could have chose better material to put on this record from those artists, I guess. But I think the reason why I got it was because of Vanity, because I really do like her, so, and she didn't disappoint on here. So that's what I listened to, the first thing. Go ahead, show your first one.
Go ahead. I listened to Tyranny and Mutation, Blue Oyster Cult. A lot of people say this is one of their best, so that's why I got it originally, because I hadn't heard the whole album until I bought it. And I mean, maybe I need to pay more attention the next time I listen to it, or need to listen to it again, because to me it was very forgettable.
I agree.
There's only one song on here that I already had heard before, because I have a greatest hits compilation, and it had the red and the black on it. So that song I'd heard before, but it's not something I'm real familiar with either. So I don't know if we're rating these records or not, but I really can't give it a rating if I wanted to, because I don't really remember anything about it. The only thing I remember was listening to it, it's like, that don't even sound like Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, I agree. The next thing I listened to was, oh, don't fall please, was Frankenstein, and Other Rock Monsters. Now the funny thing about this record, I really, really liked this record. I really enjoyed everything about it. But when I first put it on, well, it's got one of my favorite Quiet Riot songs on here. But when I first put it on, oh, here's the back. Isn't the back fabulous?
The back's better than the front.
The back is fabulous. When I first put it on, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good one, because the first thing that was on here was Frankenstein by Edward Winter Band. And I was like, yes, this is going to be a fantastic record. And the next song didn't disappoint. Slick Black Cadillac by Quiet Riot. And I love, love, love that song. And then it went on and went on. And then the last song on here was Paranoid. It was a live version. And it was just Ozzy. It wasn't Black Sabbath. It was just Ozzy. And I was like, that was fantastic. Can't wait to see what the second side has. So, like, the first side had all this hard rock metal type music. And then the second side, I flipped it. The first song was Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. I'm like,
that's a good song. You don't like it, but I like it.
I like the song, but it just, I don't know, it didn't fit. But then the second side was all that kind of type of music. It was the more rock, like the next song was What I Like About You by the Romantics. I like that song too, but after listening to the first side and hearing all this hard rock, metal type music and then flipping it over and hearing all this other poppy type rock music, I was like,
should have listened to the second side first.
So, needless to say, I loved both sides. They just didn't fit together. It wasn't cohesive, I guess. It's a compilation record, obviously, but...
Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. But I absolutely loved it. It was a fantastic record.
I just wanted to see.
It says also on cassette in the very back of that record. Isn't that hilarious?
I figured that the reason that they have such a weird bunch on there, it's probably all on the same record label. I mean, originally these bands.
Oh, you mean they were all on CBS?
Probably. That's probably why it's a weird mix. Oh, and a Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo on it. It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
David Johansen. That's who that was singing that. I was going to say, I knew that wasn't the Animals.
But yeah, it's a fantastic record. If you ever come across it, I recommend it if you like rock music.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks.
No, it's mine. Go ahead with your second.
This is another record that I wanted for a while. Now, I will say, the Blue Oyster Cult record and this record, the reason I wanted to get it, other than I like both of those bands, is Jello Biafra. That's the first two of the first records he ever got. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Pendulum. I'd looked for this for a long time, and finally found a copy that wasn't outrageous price-wise. That's the sleeve. And in the video, that's on Fantasy, in the video that Jello Biafra is talking about these records, he said, talking about the CCR record, he said, it's not their finest hour, he said, but he said, I played that every day for the longest time.
I enjoyed the record, actually.
Well, yeah, I like CCR, so. And this has, there's only a few songs that I knew, because they're on the Chronicle series that I have. Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Of course, everyone knows that song. Hey Tonight, Melina, and Pagan Baby. Well, actually, more than I thought. It's Just a Thought, and I Wish You Could Hide Away. Wish I Could Hide Away. So, all of those I already knew. So there was only like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 songs that I didn't know. So somebody had wrote the order of the way they liked the songs. I don't know what year this came out, but this was probably pretty far into their career. Not that they had a extra long career, but I don't know why I bother ever looking for dates. I never find a date. But yeah, that's a good album, I thought.
Oh, I just realized what that was. The next record I listened to was kind of a sort of a weird record to listen to, but you know, we like weird.
Hey, whatever.
It was a Halloween record. It's like the sounds of Halloween.
Like most Halloween records.
It's called Blood Curdling Terror Horror Stereo. Doesn't even say in stereo. Sounds to make you shiver. And basically it's exactly what it sounds like. It's
read that over there in that small print.
It says, listen in terror to Count Dracula. Scream along with his victim. Go mad in the haunted house. Hear Frankenstein break loose. Horrific sounds for Halloween fun. Wah-ah-ah-ah. I added that.
Cool labels.
It's a cool label.
They're both the same?
Yeah.
On each side?
They're both the same on this. It says a scary record by Pickwick.
I have that record somewhere downstairs.
But, it's exactly what it sounds like it is. It's just sounds, a witch laughing, Count Dracula.
Does it have a year on it? It was 70s.
I don't know if it does or not. I don't see a copyright date.
Probably 70s.
Probably.
Imagine.
Looks like it. Creaking doors, people screaming.
All that good stuff.
There's one part of it that's cats and they're screeching, and both of my cats were like, yeah, that don't sound like a cat. Look. Phantom piano. But I mean, it's a good record, especially for Halloween if you like that kind of thing. I was actually thinking while I was listening to this, I should play that one I'm giving out trick-or-treat candy, but we really don't get too many trick-or-treaters. And the ones that we do get are like really little teeny tiny kids, like under 5. So, I mean, it wouldn't.
I think they should do away with trick-or-treating, but that's just my opinion.
No. But, yeah, if you like this kind of thing, then this is a thumbs up. Go ahead.
And the reason I say do away with trick-or-treating is because they should have Halloween parties for kids. All together, you know, at a place, someone's house, or a place you can rent out. That's what I think they should do. I don't think they should be out trick-or-treating. That's just my opinion. If I had kids, I wouldn't want them to do that. I know they would want to. Anyway, this is another record I was looking for quite a while, and of course I found it surprisingly when you least expect it. I did go over to the jazz section to look for it. It's Randy Weston, Blue Moses. And I had seen this record on something online. Someone had posted it, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what is that record? I really want that record. And we listened to it, and it's really good.
It's really good.
It's a CTI record, which I've been trying to get a lot of those because everyone that I've heard is really good. Randy Weston is the artist. It also has Freddie Hubbard, Grover Washington Jr., and Hubert Laws on here, and Bill Cobham's on here. A lot of those guys play on each other's records, I've noticed. But this came out in 72, and it's like a jazz fusion. It was actually a shorter record than I expected it to be because, it only has so many tracks on it, but the tracks are, I think, at least on one side, they were quite... There's like 2 tracks on one side, but they're pretty long. 2 tracks on the other side, so that's... Let's see, one of these tracks on one side is over 13 minutes long. The other one's over 12 minutes long, so it was a good record. Now I need to get some more. And I was saying when we were listening to it, I prefer, it's probably because I'm getting old, but I prefer instrumental music, and any jazz and jazz fusion is almost like, it's comforting in a way. It's very relaxing.
Very soothing.
And I would almost rather listen to that. And it's funny saying that when I used to be nothing but metal all the time. Like when I was in high school.
That's many moons ago.
Yeah, I'd say it's been more than that even.
All right, and then my last record that I listened to, I'm going to take it out of the sleeve before I show it because it's one of those noisy sleeves.
I'm sure everyone can hear it.
Is this? It's Apocalyptica.
Say that 10 times fast.
It's called Shadows. If you're not familiar with this band, they are I wouldn't really call them metal, but I would say they're a heavy rock. I don't know,
some of that sounded pretty metal to me.
Okay, so we'll say heavy rock, metal, type band, but they play cellos. So it's kind of, let me get the, sorry babe, didn't mean to smack you if I did.
You almost did.
Sorry, trying to get the
You can't see it anyway.
glare off there. Alright. So, here's the back. And then I'm going to show you one of the sleeves because it has a picture of the band. It's just, oh, I'll show you both sleeves. What the heck? There's the, it's black vinyl. So, I have another record by them that I really, really, really enjoy. And it's all instrumental. I don't recall there being any vocal on it at
From
all.
what I remember, it's a lot better than this one.
And I really, really enjoy it. That's them right there. But this one had the very first record. I got it. Thanks. The very first record on here, the first side of the first record, the whole thing is vocal. I mean, it's good music, but it's good music, but I just...
The first record, you said, or the first side?
The first side of the first record. I don't like the vocal. I'd rather it just be instrumental. I mean, the instrumental part of the record is good to me.
It's not the because some of it sounds metal that I don't like. It's because it's too modern sounding. You know how I am about that. It's just... Yeah.
The vocal is that screeching kind of vocal, whereas they sound like they're going, "Whoa!"
Well, I think, and I don't know if it probably says on there,
like.
they probably have guest singers on there because if they all play an instrument and they don't sing, they have to be guest singers.
I think actually when I read about this record before I purchased it, I think the vocal that is on here was hired to do this record. He's not a part of the band.
Does it say who it is? Is it someone
no,
that anybody knows?
I don't.
Should be on the inside.
No, there's just pictures on the inside. See?
Oh, there's no liner notes on the sleeves or nothing?
No. Well, there might be.
Should say something there. It's hard to read.
These are just lyrics.
Well.
But anyway, so... Oh, snap.
Be careful, man. It's a good thing we're not rating these records.
Yeah, he does not like this at all.
There was an instrumental track on there I thought was really good.
The second record is more instrumental, and I really enjoyed it. But the first record's more vocal. And let me just clarify. Not that I mind the vocal. I don't like the vocal with this record, and I don't like that type of vocal. So, with that being said, I wish they just wouldn't have that vocal. But the band is fantastic other than this particular record. In my opinion, only in my opinion, I absolutely love the instrumental parts of this record. I love Apocalyptica. It's hard for me to say. I love the other record that I have by them because it is... I don't recall them having any vocal, and if it did have vocal, it obviously is not made any type of an impression on me. I do remember it being a lot more instrumental, which I enjoyed. But like I said, it is heavier rock to / metal type music. There are guitars, there are drums, there are cellos. And it adds a different texture and a different dimension to the music. So if you are interested in something like that, there you go. And that is what we listened to. You don't have anything else, do you? Yeah, that's what we listened to on Monday. Stay tuned for what's up next. Maybe updates on some vinyl that we purchased recently. I don't know. Maybe. If not, see you next week for Music Monday. Bye now.